What's going on, everybody? Welcome to build number 53. We are getting toward the end of our build series, and it's been a lot of fun. But today we have some more. I would like for you to hopefully you have access to some resistance tubing. If you do not, no worries. I will give you alternates to do without the band. I have a couple different tensions. Green one is a little bit lighter. I have a red one that's a little bit more tension on the ready at a lower anchor point. So I have a couple different anchor points I'm going to be using. I'll give you guys all a heads up along the way as so that you know what to be prepared for and prepped for. So if you don't have a band, go ahead and grab a towel or a t-shirt or a rag or something that you can hold onto to hold tension between the end points, and we're going to use that for our warm-up. All right, so go ahead and stand tall, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. Make sure you have a nice posture going on. Put some tension on the band. So you take your band, rotate your hands around your strap, and then lift your arms nice and high. And then I want you to just pull apart and reach your arms behind. So you're going to bring the band up, pull your hands behind, bring them all the way back to the ground, then slide up, and then pull, and then back and down. Bring those arms up and back, pull apart. One more like that. Pull, and then from here I want you to just pull in and out, right? So your hands are going to come wide, then back together, wide, back together. Here's 3. We're going to go all the way to 10. 4. So double check with your back. Make sure that you have your back pulling nice and strong, getting flexion and heat there first. Okay, if you have your towel, obviously you're not going to be going in and out, so just keep tension on your band or on your towel. Just pull behind, flex into the back. Feel that flexion of the back. All right, now you're going to bring one arm up. Bring your right arm up. It's going to stay stable, and then you're just going to pull on the other side. So if you have something, a towel that's not stretchy, in and out, don't worry about it. Just give that pull, that flexion on, and you're just going to hold that isometric grab. So you're just going to hang out with that tension. Again, feel the flexion in through your back. Good. We'll go 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, bring that left arm up. We're going to pull the right arm down. Not quite sure if I mentioned, but today our build is arms and abs. And of course, we're going to be doing that using our resistance tubing. Good. Keep that tension and flexion on your back and shoulders, maybe a little bit of biceps. Should be getting a little bit heated up. We'll go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, you can get rid of your band for now. We're going to go ahead and head to the ground in a child's pose. Reach your arms out nice and long. Spread your fingertips wide. Slide those shoulder blades down. See if you can rest your head between your arms. Take a few deep breaths here. Doing great. Slide those shoulder blades down. Bring your body all the way forward. Open the chest. Get a little arch through the back. One more like that. Hinge back. Bring your body all the way forward. Perfect. And then come to your hands and knees position. And let's stretch those wrists and forearms. Bring your shoulders all the way up as far as you can past your wrists, your palms, towards your fingertips, and maybe even beyond that. So get a nice big stretch into your forearms. Put a little tension into that wrist joint. Okay, and then you're going to start turning your hands. So they're going to open out to the side, kind of lean one side and the other. Lean to the right, lean to the left. Every time that you lean, you're going to pick your hand up and turn just a teeny bit. So your fingertips ended up all the way back by your knees. Keep rotating back around. Okay, and then one more time, rotate those fingertips back towards your knees. And then this time they're going to stay pointing at your knees. Sit back on your heels if you can. Bend one elbow and then the other. One elbow and then the other. Perfect. All right, release from there, shake out your hands, and I think we should go ahead and get started. All right, so we're just going to start with plain and simple curls. We are going to hit up 15 reps for every exercise. So if you don't have a band, I'm going to have you grab dumbbells, weights for curls, just bicep curls. It's going to be the same range of motion, the same look. If you stand, obviously, on your band with both feet, then you're going to have a little more tension. I want those elbows to stay right at the sides. I want your pelvis to stay neutral, so that belly firm, and you level it off. Feel that work, both directions of the move. It's feeling good. Needed some arm action. Good, 5 to go. Keep that chest lifted. Keep those elbows in tight. 2 and 1. All right, next up, we're going to do a single side row. Okay, so I'm going to be putting, if you don't have a band, you're going to be doing a lawnmower, basically. All right, put your band under your left foot with your handle pretty close to that left, with that left foot. Okay, the right leg goes back, and then you're just going to get your row. We're going to do our 15. So we want to grab in through the back. So it's going to be kind of one of those slow burn days. So healthy. If you can, if you have access to these other tools to get your muscles going and burning through different types of equipment, you have a different type of tension forward and back. Your eccentric and concentric motions. 3, 2, and 1. All right, same thing, other side. Stand on your band. Your handle's pretty close to that foot on the ground. Belly strong. Lock in. Find flexion in that back. Feels good. 10. Keep that pull going. 14 and 15. All right, we're going to be heading up over with an overhead press. So if working both arms up overhead proves to be too difficult, then you can give yourself a little bit extra, band and just do a single side. So hit 8 on one side, 8 on the other. Otherwise, you can hang with me. Of course, if you have dumbbells, hit your same overhead press that we like to hit sometimes. We're going to stick with our 15 reps. So I'm just going to put the band around one foot. But if you need a little more tension, set it around both feet. 4, always keeping that core in check. Make sure that you're using the back first, then the shoulders. You can feel that work happening as the hands drop back down. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay, moving into our kickbacks. So grab your dumbbells if you don't have a band. Otherwise, stand on both feet or standing on the band. Hinge forward, that back super flat. Get your elbows up nice and high, and then you're going to extend those arms back. 3, lock into that core. 7, find the triceps. That's what we're working here. 9, 10. You got it. Keep it going. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay, we're going to go to our first little anchor point. We're going to do a back fly. All right, so hopefully you have something that you can anchor your band on. That's about waist height, hip height. If you don't have a band, you're going to do the same motion with your dumbbells. You'll need something a little bit lighter. So belly locks in. I want your back nice and flat. We're going to get a good solid pull, and then I want to release slow. So really use what's going on here, that band, that tension, both directions of the move. So get that big pull, and then release slow. Forces that contraction, that eccentric contraction, just a little longer, which is a good thing. It's all a good thing. Good job. Keep that belly firm. We want to protect the low back. Here's our 9. Space between ears and shoulders. 12. 13. Feel that back light up. Core working strong. And 15. All right. Now we're going to get into the abs. We're going to hit up my other anchor point here on the ground, or a little bit lower. We're going to be lying down. We're going to do our overhead pull. If you don't have a band, you're going to do the same motion, just with your dumbbell. All right. So I'm going to pull my legs up into a tabletop position. So set up your shins so that they're parallel to the ground. Lock into the abdomen. Arms stay pretty straight. Same thing kind of like we just did. I want you to get a good pull and then release. Woo! I don't have all my kettlebells on the bench. And of course, I didn't try all this. So you guys keep pulling. I'm just going to add a little more weight. Make sure I don't pull the whole bench on top of me. There we go. Not super refined here sometimes, but that's okay. It's all about being real. All right, push that low back in. I'm going to start back from the top. 1, 2. We're here for the core, those intercostal muscles. 8. We did these on a big power day. I was so sore, wonderfully sore from them. Keeping them rolling, keeping that action, that flexion. Last 3, 2, 1. Okay, now another ab set. If you don't have a band, see if you can find something to clip your hands onto, like the back of a couch or a bench or a heavy dumbbell, just to help kind of support from the back. Okay, so you're going to hold your hands pretty flexed. Your legs are going to drop, and we're going to do a full roll up. So tuck and then push your legs as high as you can. There's 1. Tuck and push. Getting that butt up as high as you can off the ground. So your band is there, or your anchor point for support to really get those hips to roll up. Feeling that core, only lower your legs so far as your low back does not come off the ground. Keep that scoop in the belly. 7. We're not rushing these. 8. My arms are staying on fire too. Work with your breath. As you exhale, you really get that tension and flexion the right way. Scoop into the belly. Contract, flex, press. Final 3. Push that low back in. 2. You got it, you got it. And 1. Oh, between my triceps, holding tension, and the abs. Whew, it's a good one. All right, give yourself a little stretch. You need it like I do, and then we're gonna go back to our other anchor. Depending on how your bands are working out, you can use the other anchor point or the other band and anchor point that you have lower. We're going to do a kneeling rotation, trunk rotation. So we're going to get more into the obliques and the side. I'm going to use my lighter band and I'm going to do a double handle rotation. If you don't have a band, I'm going to have you do a wood chop. So you're going to swing your weight from the side and then up, side, up. Okay, so it's still going to get into those obliques. You're going to get that trunk rotation just like we are. Otherwise, come on. Otherwise, grab both handles. If you're going to be twisting to the left, your left leg is forward. So we're going to twist over the front leg. So pull, be in control of your return. 2. Sticking with our 15. We're here for core. So really try to rotate from the abdomen, from your trunk, as opposed to the arms. Only. 11. You got it. Stick with it. Woo. Pull me back over. Last one. Awesome. All right. Flip it around. Now we're going to go the other direction. Level off those hips. Find your tension and flexion into those thighs. Check in with what you're feeling. 7, 8. Set those shoulder blades back and down. Shouldn't be rounding over your rib cage. 12, 13, 14, 15. Good work. All right. Back to your curls. Fun little build. Both feet on your band. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Focus on perfect form. Elbows stay right at the sides. Your chest doesn't move forward or back. Find a little extra core grab. Really get into that eccentric motion, right? As you're going back to the ground. That's where you really want to find tension in those biceps. Build them up. Good. All right. Hitting up those rows or your lawnmower. So you grab a weight, you do the same movement with the dumbbell. Five. Level off those hips. 8. Sometimes I really like going a lot lighter, right? So instead of your crazy gnarly lawnmower weight that you possibly could haul around, you're a little lighter. But for me, that really allows me, here's our 15, Other side. It really allows me the opportunity to develop my own self-flexion, stay focused on grabbing where I want to get the work, which is behind your armpit and down the back, the side of the back. Flex in, 5, wrap those shoulders back, and then tuck those shoulder blades down, retraction. 12, 13. Feel that back build. Perfect. All right, now we're going to do our overhead press. I'm putting one foot on the band. Make sure it's leveled off. Push through that back. You got it. Find your core. Nine, release between those shoulders and your neck. Shoulders and ears in your neck. Keep it out of the equation. 13. Keep your wrist strong. 15. Very nice. All right, we get our kickbacks next. Hinging forward. Shoulders back and down. Light up those triceps. 4. I feel like a lot of the next few are definitely hitting the triceps. I love how it adds up. It's definitely an important muscle group to keep working. Just kind of in the sense of working against gravity here. Back side of that upper arm likes to get a little droopy. 3, 2, 1. All right. Now we're going to do that fly, or straight on fly. You could probably do this with your heavier band. I'm just not going to take the time. Remember, same thing if you're on dumbbells. Get a big pull. Release slow. There's 2. Make sure that your back doesn't start rolling and waving, right? 5. What are we here for? Keep that back engaged. 10, 5 to go. Get that oomph, but make sure you keep that extension length in the back. 13, 14, 15. Whew. All right. Overhead pull. Lie on the ground. Get your band set up behind you. Make sure that whatever anchor point you're using isn't going to fall over on top of you. All right, here we go. Find that tabletop position. Smack that low back into the ground. You've got a different type of intensity. Your effort level is up to you. Don't settle for good enough. Feel the flexion of that core. 5 to go. See if you can get it into that rib cage, your core and trunk. And then your last one. Awesome. Whew. All right, you're going to do those butt ups. Next, flex into that core, push your low back into the ground, and then press up as high as you can. You are dropping with control. 2, connect with the work. One at a time. 5. Good job. Feel it working. You can really feel that flexion set in. If you get that full push, feet up, and then find that grab. Oh. 10. Control that drop. 3. Low back slides into the ground. Push your low back or the low belly to scoop. Last one. Whew. All right. Back to our trunk rotations. I'm going to start on my second side. So rotating to my right leg is forward, and you're on your left knee in the back. Here we go. Tuck those hips, flex. This is it, you guys. Come on, set in. 4. 6. I feel my body getting pulled back toward that anchor point. That's where that stability, flexion, grab through the core comes in. So remember, if you don't have a band, you're in your wood chops. 5. 4. Try not to let myself get that slingshot, that whiplash back. 1. Here we go. Left leg forward. Set up. Get that twist. Exhale as you twist. Feel that core. I thought about doing 3 sets of 10, but I decided to do 2 sets of 15. Same overall number. And it's those last 5 that really get you. Right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Good. All right, friends. We made it. I hope that your arms felt that burn toward the end of each of your sets. Let's thread our needle real quick. Knees underneath the hips, shoulders over the hands. Lift that right arm up, and then twist under. Let your hips kind of float to the right. The palms facing the ceiling on that right arm. Get that stretch across the back side of the shoulder. All right, push into that left hand, plant onto the right. Inhale, bring that left arm up. And then exhale, slide under. Oh, see if you can get all the way on the edge of that left shoulder. If you do have bands, and someday you decide to travel somewhere, I'm pretty sure you can find space for that band in your luggage. All right, bring your right leg forward and then cross it over for a pigeon. And then you can keep up with your workouts while you're on the road. Even if you're camping or hitting the road with an RV, keep your routines, lifestyle, habits, behaviors. They're automatic. You don't have to think about it. And it keeps you living the healthy life that you're after. Okay, before we switch to the other side, take your hands outside your right leg, plant into them, just enjoy a little twist. All right, and then we'll switch up to the other side. Left leg forward and across for your pigeon. Level off those hips. Maybe you don't sink all the way into the full version right away. That's, of course, totally fine. Ease your way into it, depending on what's been going on. Body might need to gentle entry. All right, turn over that left leg. Get that twist through your back. All right, come on up. Let's just sit on our haunches. Lift that right arm up, slide it behind your back. Stretch your tricep. Perfect, and then move to the other side. All right, let's take a stand. Grab your hands behind your back. Just a quick word. If you're anything like me, sometimes days like this, you leave going, oh, it wasn't very high intensity. Yes, you burned some muscles a few times, but especially if you're consistent and you're getting exercise every day, sometimes having a little bit of a mellower session is actually very, very productive for your body and for health, giving still movement, still working, you're engaging muscles, but your stress level for the intensity of the workout isn't as high, and that's okay. Or go now for a nice quick jog. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow.